Breaking news. CEO Chanel stunned. Jungkook is TOO influential. Photos released for 5 minutes. Sales exploded instantly. Was it just a coincidence? Or is the fashion world truly witnessing the rise of a new global monarch of influence? Why did a single set of photos, released quietly, without teaser, without countdown, without even a press warning, send the upper floors of Chanel's headquarters into full internal panic mode? And more importantly, how could one man, standing in front of a camera for a few seconds, throw a luxury empire into a sales frenzy that analysts previously predicted would require an entire quarter? The question is no longer whether Jungkook is influential. The question is, has Chanel become dependent on him? The shockwaves that hit the company this week might give us the answer. The story begins not with an official announcement, not with a runway, not with a partnership launch. It begins with a simple digital drop, a series of photos from Jungkook's Chanel Cruise 2026 campaign quietly uploaded onto Chanel's global platforms on a late evening in Paris. There was no dramatic pre-release, no global countdown,
No celebrity teasers.
just a quiet but surgically timed update. Yet within 5 minutes, something happened that executives inside the brand reportedly still refuse to believe. Sales of featured accessories, particularly the limited-release J12 watch, the classic quilted micro-wallet, and the new inspired bracelets, surged by 30%. Not in a day, not in an hour, but in the first 5 minutes. Internally, the situation was described as abnormal, unprecedented, and commercially impossible. Rumor quickly spread within the fashion industry that Chanel's CEO was informed of the spike while in the middle of a separate executive meeting. The moment the data appeared in front of him, the room reportedly fell silent. Some sources claim he had to ask the analytics team to recheck the dashboard 3 times because it could not be real-time. Others allege he simply stared at the screen, then whispered, "This is Jungkook's doing." But the most shocking rumor of all is the one being quietly whispered among Chanel's senior staff, that the CEO is now fully aware that Jungkook's influence is not just powerful. It is uncontrollable, and it is shifting the entire balance of the brand. Fashion historians and industry analysts are now asking an urgent question they never expected to ask in 2025. Has Jungkook surpassed the traditional icons of Chanel? For decades, Chanel has relied on a specific type of muse: elegant, classic, Parisian, timeless. Think of the women who defined haute couture. Yet now, a 28-year-old Korean global superstar is rewriting the aesthetic, the marketing approach, and even the internal economic models of the brand. And he is doing it with a single glance into a camera, a soft smile, and a presence that makes even industry giants tremble. When the new visuals hit the internet, the world reacted as if someone had pressed a detonator. "How can he look this young and this adult at the same time?" screamed a viral post from the Western fanbase, one that quickly became the unofficial summary of global confusion. How indeed? Was it the tailored black blazer embroidered with subtle silver threads? Was it the oversized white shirt that framed his silhouette in the perfect intersection between soft and sharp? Or was it the way his hair, parted to the side, clean, gentle, almost angelic, contrasted so dramatically with the intense stare locked onto the camera lens? Whatever the reason, Western fans were not prepared. TikTok burst into edits. Instagram drowned in reposts. Reddit was swallowed by threads analyzing the angle of his jawline. But the viral madness was nothing compared to what happened within Chanel's internal system. Multiple insiders have hinted that the brand was forced to temporarily activate their high-traffic emergency mode, a system typically reserved for global holiday releases, unexpected demand spikes, or crisis control events. One marketing director allegedly joked, "We activated crisis mode, but the crisis was good news." Still, behind the laughter, executives were sweating, because with every refresh of the analytics panel, numbers kept climbing, and each number pointed toward the same undeniable truth. Jungkook is not just a model. He is a market force that cannot be contained. Executives who once believed Chanel's future depended on tradition are now reportedly reviewing internal strategies. Some senior staff are even said to feel overshadowed by Jungkook's growing presence, fearing that the brand's long-established icons, Actresses, models, even previous ambassadors are being pushed into the background by the sheer gravitational pull of 1M as the minutes passed. Media outlets joined the frenzy. Headlines across fashion magazines hinted at a quiet internal storm. Chanel's most effective muse ever? Is Jungkook replacing Chanel's classic icons? Sales spike shocks brand leadership. What happens next? And yet, the world still couldn't take its eyes off the photos. Why were they so mesmerizing? Why did people feel compelled to zoom in, analyze, pause, screenshot, rewatch? Perhaps it was because Jungkook did something unusual in this campaign. He told a silent story. His expressions seemed to shift between youthful softness and mature dominance. His presence felt familiar yet unreachable. His demeanor was calm, but the impact was volcanic. One fashion journalist wrote, "These images are not pictures. They are cinematic frames." Another tweeted, "This is not Chanel using Jungkook. It looks like Jungkook using Chanel." And that sentiment, controversial as it sounds, is precisely what many insiders are whispering. The real question haunting the brand now is this: has Jungkook's influence grown too large even for Chanel to control? Analysts now predict that Chanel might restructure major upcoming campaigns to center him more prominently. Some even believe he may become the face of a new male-centered line, a move that would alter the trajectory of the brand's marketing philosophy for the next decade. Meanwhile, among the fanbase, chaos reigns in the best possible way. Armies across continents began using the hashtag #JungkookChanel, which climbed global trends in hours. Fashion bloggers posted dissertations. Stylists wrote threads praising his ability to blend Korean minimalism with French haute couture. Even celebrities joined the conversation. Hailey Bieber simply shared one of the photos with a caption that read, "Obsessed." Every reaction, every repost, every shocked comment added fuel to the fire that Jungkook himself didn't even intend to ignite. Because while the world gasped, Jungkook was nowhere online.
Silent. Calm.
Completely unaware, or masterfully pretending to be, that he had just shaken an entire luxury dynasty. The CEO, however, reportedly did not sleep that night, because as he stared at the sales charts, one haunting thought echoed in his mind. If this is what Jungkook can do in 5 minutes, what happens when he walks a runway? What happens when he releases a video campaign? What happens when he attends a Chanel event in person? What happens if he leaves Chanel for another brand? The future of luxury. Fashion may not be written by designers or CEOs anymore. IT may be written by the quiet power of a global pop star whose influence is rewriting the rules, and whose every breath, every step, every click of a camera shutter triggers economic movement. Is Jungkook the new face of global fashion? Is Chanel evolving into a brand shaped by Asian influence like never before? Is this the beginning of a new era? An era where the world's most powerful luxury houses must bow to the magnetism of one artist? With the sales still rising, with fan reactions still climbing, with internal executives still scrambling to recalibrate their strategies, only one thing is certain. This is not just a campaign. This is not just an endorsement. This is a seismic shift, and Jungkook is the epicenter.